Hey guys, this is Jack the Foster Mom, and I would love to read you some reviews on Dr. Sally Smith. We're going to go ahead and start with Google reviews. Dr. Smith, very dismissive and rude, did not listen to any concerns, and attempted to say we were over-exaggerating. My son was in major pain, yet she tried to urge doctors to simply change my son's medication to 500 milligrams ibuprofen and offer a new course of treatment for a major illness which we had already gotten a diagnosis for years before and from 3 previous doctors. We'll never ever be returning. I don't care how wonderful the ladies in the front are or the other doctors and nurses. The fact that this practice still employs Sally Smith should tell you all you need to know about why you should run as fast as you can in the opposite direction before entrusting them with your children. It's shameful and they should be embarrassed. Not only have her false allegations been proven in court to be false multiple times, her true colors shown in all their glory in court last week. She thinks she is the smartest doctor in the world and that everyone else is beneath her. Her arrogance is off the charts, and the way she acted when the jury was in the courtroom versus how she behaved when they were gone confirms she knows exactly what she's doing. She's a despicable human being that needs to be stopped. And for anyone trying to claim she doesn't work there, she stated loud and clear, under oath, on the stand only 2 days ago, that she is currently employed by Fifth Avenue Pediatrics in St. Petersburg. My daughter was a patient there and was informed by the front desk that Dr. Smith is still employed at this office. I asked if the office was going to issue some sort of statement about Dr. Smith's continued employment. I was told they could not provide any other information. We immediately canceled our future appointment and will not return as long as Dr. Smith remains employed. Dr. Smith is nothing but scum. Prayers go out to anyone who might encounter her here during their visit. Cannot believe this place has let her employment continue, knowing her history. Absolutely sickening. And as for you, Dr. Sally Smith, may God have mercy on your soul. Sally Smith worked here. You cannot trust this place to hire safe practitioners. Don't bring your child here. Probably employ at least one other person that will behave like Sally Smith. I would never trust taking any child to this facility. The fear and possibilities that who I'm supposed to trust with my child's care will in return rip my child from my family. If you have any brain cells, you would never even think to bring your kids to this place as long as Sally Smith is working here. Please look elsewhere. If Dr. Sally Smith is on board here, do not go. She is a horrific doctor and should be in prison. She claims medical abuse, takes your child away, and thinks nothing of it. Despicable person. Do not take your children anywhere near this lady. You cost Johns Hopkins $261 million, lady, for your actions. I think Johns Hopkins cost themselves that. Don't take this review nor any of the other bad reviews lightly. If I could leave 0 stars, I would. Do not trust Dr. Sally Smith with your children. Do not trust anything she says. Please go see another doctor. This woman is evil. She will put her personal and monetary gain and ego over the health of a child, the life of a human, the love and unity of a family. If you've ever wondered if Satan is real, this woman is a clear indication of Satan's work. There is 0 doubt this woman is bought off from the system. The lengths people will take for money and fear of losing status. A lost soul, I wouldn't wish my worst enemy to come in contact with someone as lost as her. Dear Sally Smith, because I refuse to give you a title of doctor, this will be the case that breaks you. You are far from protecting children. Somewhere down the line, you lost your sight in why you became a doctor in the first place. This isn't one incident. There are multiple families stepping forward with being wrongfully accused. Step off your pedestal. You've created enough trauma for lifetimes to come. Your ego is too big to admit that you were wrong on multiple accounts. This is going to end your career and anyone else that holds your hand. Your license needs to be stripped immediately, and I hope they bring you justice. They shattered my trust as a parent seeking medical care for my child. Called Child Protective Services without cause, tearing our family apart. No abuse occurred, yet our child was forcibly taken away. This unfounded betrayal inflicted irreparable pain and shattered the faith we placed in healthcare institutions. I caution others to approach them with extreme caution, as their actions demonstrate a callous disregard for the well-being of families in need. Please be careful taking your children here. They have a doctor on staff that is known to call CPS without evidence or basis, contributing to broken families. Dr. Smith needs to have her license to practice revoked. If you're considering taking your child here, do yourself a favor and go watch Take Care of Maya. You're welcome. Since they won't separate themselves from Sally Smith, it's safe to say Sally Smith epitomizes their values. Sadly, those values are repulsive, specifically in child health care. Staff should reconsider being part of a team that has someone who doesn't focus on caring for the children. Instead, they find ways to remove them from families who seek medical attention, not to be separated from them. If you don't agree with the doctors or request an adjustment in treatment plan or second opinion, they will call CPS to take away your child and the police to put you in handcuffs. They will ruin your life here. Please heed my warning. Dr. Sally Smith needs to be fired and never around children again. She's a monster in disguise. Parents beware and stand together against the CPS mill of horrendous actions. Doctors are downright cruel over different parenting philosophies. If it's not done their way, they find you a bad parent. Horrible. Do not bring your kids here. I'm very shocked how they haven't fired Dr. Sally Smith yet. A bad environment for everyone. Please do not bring your children here. Dr. Sally Smith is not safe to have your children near. Do not go here. Do not bring your kids here. They need to close their doors and not be allowed to practice medicine. Awful human beings. Sally Smith is an arrogant, ignorant, abusive excuse for a medical professional. Sally Smith is a horrible person. Don't bring your children here. Shame they hire evilness in this pediatric. Do not bring your children here. Dr. Sally Smith will break your family apart as she has done before. Worst place ever. Don't take your kids here. Horrible. Don't bring your children here. Sorry, but not happy. Horrible. Her review on WebMD says, you should have your medical license revoked, you disgusting, vile creature. This is Yelp. It says, despite her extensive experience, rather than being thorough, careful, and diligent, Dr. Smith speeds through evaluations, omitting prior medical evaluations from other doctors part of the patient's care team, and only relies on information that confirms her preconceived and often erroneous beliefs. She has done far more harm than good and should never be allowed to practice again, nor be in any significant or important relationships with children under the guise of protection. She has been the most harmful thing that has happened to children she's come in contact with. How, as a pediatrics office, you could keep a physician who does not have the child's best interest in mind is mind-boggling to me. You should be ashamed of yourself. Dr. Smith does not have good bedside manner. She is short and a bit rough when dealing with young children. One visit with her and we went elsewhere. This doctor deserves -10 stars. Be sure to watch Take Care of Maya before you ever consider subjecting your child to her treatment. To stand by your own lack of expertise and poor judgment only compounds your unprofessionalism. Dr. Monster Sally Smith, you are a killer, you are a monster, you will suffer for the rest of your life from horrible pain. Wish you and your family all possible and impossible pain, ugly, dishonest trash. Dr. Smith is a monster who believes her own lies. She's a sick woman